see what happens when you play Spider-Man for the N64? You start to jump high distances like that. I don't normally do that, but that just shows you how great a game this really is.
Spider-Man is mainly a beat-em-up, but there are many other elements of gameplay featured. You start off with doing what Spider-Man does best, web swinging. This gives the player the opportunity to get accustomed to being Spidey himself. You swing to different buildings to fight off bad guys in the way. Once you play as Spider-Man for a while, you quickly have transferred yourself into the Spider-Man universe. We all know beat-em-ups don't necessarily carry an in-depth story. It's usually something simple, so it can be action-packed. Spider-Man does have a big story, but to be quite honest, I didn't really care for it. It mostly presents it in a comic book way, and for some reason, show other Marvel characters. You never see them when you're actually playing, but they're here. Spider-Man doesn't only feature beating up opponents and swinging, you get to play a different variety of styles. Saving hostages from a bank robbery is one of your first tasks. You have to climb ceilings and go through air vents to head into other rooms. The robbery is a typical thing Spider-Man does, so it's a great way to start off the game. Each level you enter has you doing something different. You're always fighting enemies, but there are added features that enhance the gameplay, so it does not have you attack foes in the way in reaching the end of the stage. Spider-Man does a great job at blending other elements into this beat-em-up. It prevents the game from becoming tedious and provides a memorable experience. Once you progress further, the level starts to become a little complex. Instead of beating a boss at the end of the stage, you are faced with the task of solving a villain's puzzle. This is where Venom enters. He puts you in his maze that you have to figure out. It's not really hard, but I solved it by pure dumb luck.
Ooh, look at the big brain on Spidey.
The sewer maze is a bit more challenging. You can't touch the sewage, so you gotta stay up top to find the right passage. Once you get through all this, Venom is yours. Other villains make an appearance. It's great they fitted all the great ones in here. Some are just punch and kick types, but others require a little more than that. Mysterio has you using your web to shoot at targets. Dr. Octavius requires a switch button to mash him to death. And Carnage... well, we'll get to that later. What's with the music in this game? It sounds nothing like music from Spider-Man. The title screen has the main Spider-Man theme, but everything else just sounds generic. Well, at first. Once you listen for a while, it tends to grow on you and you learn to appreciate it. The controls. The only component that I have a slight problem with. There are times where you can't do a complete combo attack. The kick usually misses, causing you to go for a second try. It's not really a big deal, but gets annoying at times. When you're on a level that has you web swinging, the web sometimes doesn't respond, which causes you to die many times. Good thing there is infinity tries and many checkpoints, so that makes these controls not so bad, but it gets to you. The final boss is a perfect example. Carnage is chasing you through a tunnel and you must keep a distance. There are parts where you have to jump down, jump up, go left, go right. Since you're always changing directions, the handling can get confusing, causing you to die. I must have taken like 20 times to win this, but I mastered the weird controls and conquered the game. So what does Spider-Man do after saving the world? Plays a game of poker with other Marvel superheroes. The game takes about 1 to 2 hours to complete, so you don't really need a memory card. So you yank that thing out and experience the game with the Rumble Pack. There are many features to unlock like the black suit or the 2099 suit. You can also challenge yourself by playing on a harder difficulty setting. But if you're really lazy, you can just enter the password True Believer to unlock everything. That's what I did. Then I put Help Me to have Infinity Life Bar. I never knew I was such a cheater.
If I were to make a top 10 Spider-Man games list, this would definitely make it in the top 5. No, wait, maybe 3, yeah, top 3. I haven't played the other Spider-Man games, but this one seems to be really great, and I can't really see any others doing a better job. I've heard Spider-Man 2 for GameCube is pretty good, but this one I really like, so if you haven't played it, go check it out. Spider-Man for the N64.